Hello everyone, this is Enea here, and in today's tutorial I'll teach you how to create this napkin pattern in Affinity Designer. This pattern is made of red and white squares, which alternate with squares made of red and white stripes. As I explained in my previous tutorials, in order to create a pattern for a pattern fill, we first need to identify the tile that repeats itself throughout the composition. In this particular pattern, identify the following tile that I highlighted with a black rectangle. The key to identifying a tile in a pattern is that it must start at the top, where it ends at the bottom, and it must start on the left, where it ends on the right. So this is what we're going to seek to create, and this is what the tile will look like after we have created and exported it. Alright, so we go to File, New, and we create a new composition. We give it 1000 by 1000 pixels in dimensions. And then we go to the Margin tab, and we uncheck Include Margin, and we click on Create. And then we make sure that Snapping, Snap to Grid, Snap to Spread, and Snap to Object Bounding Boxes are enabled. And then we go to View, Guides, and we add the horizontal and vertical center guides to the composition. And then we're going to set up the grid. So we go to View, Grid and Axis. We check on Show Grid to make it visible. And then we go to the Basic tab. And we set the spacing to 50 pixels. And then we can close the Grid Manager. And then we're going to start drawing the tile. So we take the Rectangle tool. We set the Stroke to None. We set the fill to red. And then we go ahead and we create a square in the top left quarter of the composition. And we press on Escape to unselect. And then we're going to create the stripes in the top right quarter of the composition. So we take the pen tool and we set the fill and the stroke settings as they are. And we're going to start creating the stripes. So first we create a triangle here at the top right corner. And we set its fill to red. And we press on Escape to unselect. And then at the next grid division, we go ahead and we create a trapezoid shape like this. And we set its color to red. And we press on Escape to unselect. And then we're going to continue the process. So at every second grid division, we create a trapezoid shape like this. And make sure to stay along the grid. And make sure to always press Escape after each shape. Alright, so now we have created all the stripes that we need in the top right quarter. Then we go to the Layers panel. And we select all the stripes. And we press on Ctrl G to group them together. And then we press on Ctrl J to duplicate the group of stripes. And we position the duplicated group here at the bottom left. Alright, so now we have created the tile. The next step is going to be to export it to do a pattern fill with it. So we go to File, Export. We set the file type to PNG and area to all document. And we click on Export. And then we go ahead and we create a new composition. We're going to hide the grid because we are not going to need it. And then we take the rectangle tool. We set the fill and the stroke to none. And then we go ahead and we create a rectangle all over the composition. We select the rectangle. We take the vector float fill tool. We go to set bitmap fill. We select the tile that we just created. We click on the composition and this creates a pattern fill. And then we can adjust the handles to make the pattern bigger or smaller as we want it. Alright, so that was it for this tutorial. You learned how to create a napkin pattern in Affinity Designer. I hope you enjoyed it and learned something from it. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe for more Affinity Designer tutorials in the future. And until then, see you next time. Bye!